Welcome back, trainers, and in this video we're going to be looking at Alakazam with its Community Day move, Counter, in the Kanto Cup. Just having a little fun here to see how it does perform. I'm a little behind on my videos, had a family emergency going on over here, and I thought I had to keep the blood pumping, so we're just going to throw up a video here, keep you guys entertained, and let you know I'm doing alright. So we're using the wrong Alolan Graveler here. So this Graveler here has Rock Throw and Thunderbolt. I don't usually run those on my other one, but I decided to just go with it for a couple of battles to see how it did perform because the Rock Throw was actually coming in handy up against that Alolan Marowak here. So with that said, Alakazam, let's talk about it for a second before we get into the commentary. It's very squishy and it's something fun to use. It's not like, you know, super meta or anything like that. Extreme Glass Cannon, especially in the Great League. I mean, are you kidding me here? But it does have great attack. Counter is going to be nice up against certain things. There's not going to be too much steel roaming around, but the counter still comes in handy because it's such a nice move anyways, even if it's not very effective to specific Pokemon as you've seen there. I know it didn't have much health, but it charges pretty nice. We do have Fire Punch and Shadow Ball on the Alakazam, and it is going to be working quite nicely for us. Okay, now I have one more thing to let you all know before we do get into the full commentary here, and that is going to be saving a set on Sunday for it to roll over on Monday so you can have 6 sets to do for Season 8. A nice fresh start. You got the poison types rising up, so that's going to be fun. Alright, so what you're going to do is on Sunday, you're going to complete 4 sets, and then once you've done that, you're going to go into Go Battle League for your 5th one, but don't do any battles. Once you've locked it in there, and you've went into the thing and you've looked at your team, back out and just leave it alone. It's going to roll over into the next day. It's going to stack on top of the 5 that you already have starting on Season 8. And remember, you have to wait for them to announce it because it's not going to just be, you know, whatever, 9 o'clock your time. It's a little bit further in. So make sure you're paying attention and then you're going to be good to go. First starter for Season 8, 6 sets. Anyways, with that said, let's get into the full commentary, leading with Pidgeot the entire time. And of course the Alakazam, and then we're going to be switching out that Graveler here, the regular one for the Shiny. We're going to keep the moves as it was. I kind of wanted to keep going with the Rock Throw, but Volt Switch, we're just going to stick with that, but we still do have the regular Graveler now. Alright, so up against the Muck here, we're going to go ahead and throw our Charge move. Of course, we're not going to go for Brave Bird, there's no point. Aerial Ace, and they're letting it go. Bringing in a Snorlax here, so we're going to be getting resisted damage from the lick, but they're very close to taking us out. Looks like they're going to go ahead and throw that Body Slam before we are able to get off our charge move ourselves. Alakazam, super effective with the counter, high attack, but also taking super effective damage from that lick. Going to go ahead and throw that Fire Punch now. And they're using their last shield. As you can see, I was trying to swap, but unfortunately we did have that CMP. And Alakazam's going to go first, of course, with higher attack. They have a Venusaur in the back. We need to get to this Fire Punch, folks. Is it going to be enough to take them out? Let's see. Fire Punch and swapping into our Graveler to finish them off with the Rock Throw. See, if I had Volt Switch, probably wouldn't have been a very good situation there because a Venusaur would have got a Frenzy Plant and I would have been GG. So it was just working out nicely. This is the worst lead for Pidgeot up against a Graveler here. We're swapping into Alakazam. Probably not the best idea to just go in there with my counter user. I actually was trying to go in with the Graveler, but it is what it is, and now we got to work around it. They're bringing in their Beedrill here. X-Scissor is going to easily take us out, but honestly, it's an Alakazam with about 25% health, and it's going to get taken out by anything. Going for a Fire Punch, doing a ton of damage, super effective. And the unfortunate part is we're going to have to throw another charge move because counter is massively resisted by Beedrill's poison and bug typing. They're bringing in that Pidgeot. We're going to go ahead and bring in the Graveler. We're looking good with that Rock Throw. Let's go. Getting to the Rock Blast. And they are going to shield it up. They're retreating with the energy, of course, because it would have been useless to throw a charge move here. And now it has reversed. The tides have turned. All right, that's fine, though, because, oh, we were not, oh, wow. I mean, getting off that charge move would have done nothing because now we're going to be able to farm up. Let's go. Do we have Volts? No, we don't have Volt Switch. That was theirs. I got confused for a second. Okay, in comes Pidgeot. There's nothing they can do. Not even a Brave Bird is going to be able to take us out. And we finish it off with quick moves. Alright, so this might seem a little weird, but I'm going to have to talk a little deeper and a little stronger and a little louder for my mic to continuously keep up the consistency, I suppose. So I'm not trying to be aggressive or anything, so I'm just going to make myself sound stronger, faster, and louder, or whatever the hell this thing needs to do for it to be consistent. It's driving me crazy, guys. You have no idea. Sometimes I sit on a video that's 20 minutes for like an hour and 20 minutes doing the voiceover because, well, I do like 15 minutes, and then I go back and listen to it, and it sounds good for about, I don't know, 3 minutes, maybe even a minute, and then it just muffles down into a sound that you can barely even hear. But anyways, there's that problem, you know. Woo! Alright, maybe I should just talk like one of those movie guys, you know, with that really deep voice, like, in a world where everything is frozen, and one man's revenge, or what, you know, some baloney. Anyways, we got the Graveler just getting pummeled by the Machamp, but this is great that they're throwing their energy. That's basically secured my win. So we're going to throw in the Alakazam, go for the Shadow Ball, and the Fire Spins from the Ninetales are going to be hurting us quite a bit. But the counters plus the Fire Punch should be enough here. It's a really good thing we have this last shield, so saving on to it to the bitter end. And very close. One more Fire Spin, that was GG to us. But we're able to get to the Fire Punch and take out that Ninetales with its own element. Yeah, let's go Alakazam. Alrighty folks, on to the next battle. Hope the mic is still liking my loud consistency. I suppose like when I do the commentary, my voice starts like going lower and lower because as I get more comfortable. But anyway, I gotta stay on my toes. Up against Mew, and this is horrible. They're going straight for the Wild Charge. Wild West, and they're swapping into their Wigglytuff. And we're going to try to not miss the bubbles, going for Aerial Ace. Alright, swapping into Alakazam if you're thinking why. Well, I mean, why not? Alright, so we're going to go ahead and just do the neutral counter. Getting the Fire Punch through, it's finishing the job. In comes the Mewtwo. Shadow Claw is down, which is absolutely not a good thing at all. Because now it's going to be able to, you know, have more energy for more Wild Charges. But we're doing a lot of damage with our Quick Move. And they're going to have to throw it, and then I don't think they have 2 Wild Charges quite yet. No, we're going to be able to get 2 Rs. I think they almost have 1. Quick Move on the Mew. Shadow Claw is not doing much. And yeah, there's 0 the Wild Charge. Let's just hope there's something in the back that the Graveler is going to be able to take on. And they're instantly... Oh, it's a B-Drill. Alright, so this is GG for me if they have a Drill Run. Unfortunately, that's just the way it goes. And down we go. Yep, good game. Alright, you got me. On to our next opponent here. Better stop this for a second to make sure the consistency sounds good. Okay, consistency is going to be, I would say, acceptable. Alright, moving it on here, we have the Alakazam up against the Hypno here, the battle of the Psychic types. Let's see who's going to be, oh, we are reading each other's minds over here, looks like. So we shielded it up, knowing that we were going to see a Shadow Ball, and they're letting it go through, knowing that we were not going to go for Shadow Ball. So it looks like Hypno's got some sort of psychokinetic powers as well. Alright, but Alakazam's able to finish off the job. But they did not use a shield. Mew's coming in here and farming us down. I do believe they had that plan all along. Don't know why I came in here with... Well, maybe because we don't really want to see Wild Charge. Okay, Flame Charge, Wild Charge, I'm assuming is what they got on that. So both not very effective moves here. But they did vamp up their attack, so I do, you know, need to be considerate of that. They're going to be swapping into a Machamp. We're going to go ahead and throw in our Pidgeot here. And shield this cross chop. That kind of hurt, but that's oh, this hurts even more, especially when you have that CMP. That's not great. In comes Mew, and not very effective Quick Move damage that they're going to have to throw here. If they go for Wild Charge, well, they just lowered their defense. It doesn't matter if they have that shield. Oh boy, and we're losing again. Unfortunately, not Smackdown, the Rock Throw is not going to be enough to take out the Mew, and we take a loss there. Hey, can't win them all. Moving it on, we're met with another Mew. Are you kidding me? Okay, here we go. Consistency check in. There was a bit of a drop off, but again, acceptable. Alright, so swapping into our Graveler when they did bring in that Ninetales, and this is just Magnifico. We're going to stay here, farm it all the way down. They went for the Side Shock, doing some nice damage, but that's okay. We did not have to use a shield, and we have energy going for the Rock Blast on the Mew. And it looks like they're trying to farm us down. Oh, not quite. They were maybe fearing a Stone Edge or another charge move coming at them, so they're just going to throw the Surf at us. Okay, super effective. Bringing in the Pidgeot here, and I think we want a shield. It could be a Wild Charge, and there it is. They're going to swap after this, but we're going to lock them in here. I do believe that the Mew is locked, right? Okay, beautiful, and they're letting it go. In comes a Lapras, so we're going to instantly swap into Alakazam. It's time for you to shine, my boy. Let's get it. Doing super effective damage with the counter. We're going to absolutely have to shield this up. Something to note, which is probably going without having to say, but Alakazam's going to need a shield or two when you're using it because it cannot go without it. Now, say you have a bunch of energy on your Alakazam, their shields are down, that's a different story, but otherwise, you're going to need some energy there. And we're going to be able to farm down that Lapras with the Pidgeot looking good into the next one, and this is just a very good lead for us. Let's go. They're going to swap. Is it going to be a Muck? Going to go ahead and stay in here for just a second. Let this go through and then swap into our Alolan Graveler. They can't go for the sludge moves, poison moves. It's not very effective. So they're going to be having to stick to the Dark Pulse, which is going to be a little bit better for us to know what they're going to go for, right? All right, so we're going to have to shield up the next one here, but we can charge so fast, and that Muck's health is so low now. This is going to take them out if they don't shield. Letting it go down, still holding on to 2 shields, bringing in their Alola Marowak. This is perfect. They have Fire Spin, so we're going to be able to get to another Rock Blast here if we do want to shield. And there it is. Looks like, whoa, they do not have Fire Spin. My mistake. They have Hex. Okay. All right, so they're going to go for the charge move here. Beautiful. They're using their energy. All right, now we're going to obviously go in here with our Pidgeot. We're hitting our charge move just because we're getting a little low here. And we will be able to survive a Bone Club, but yeah, you know. And they do have a Tentacool in the back. They have 1 shield left, and we have 2. Now, of course, I'm going to be shielding this up. And, of course, it is an Acid Spray. So, yeah, they baited us, and we go straight for Shadow Ball. And, of course, they're going to be shielding it up. And I quickly realized, oh, crap, I'm not in a good position here. It's still not horrible, but this isn't great. Acid Spray or not, we're going to be shielding this up here. And, of course, it is an Acid Spray. So we just really need to get to this Brave Bird here. All right, we've won. That was a close one here. If I would have baited the Fire Punch and then Shadow Ball, you know, yeah, with Alakazam. But hindsight's 2020, and that is an expression. Somebody, last time I said that, somebody told me it's 2021. It's like, oh my goodness, it's an expression, 2020 sight vision, you know, that's the best vision you can have. And when you look in the past, you can pretty much predict everything perfectly because, well, you've already seen what's happening. Sorry, there you go. Anyways, we got the Mug versus the Alolan Graveler, and we're going to go for the Stone Edge. Let's see if we can get this through here. And we do, beautiful. You love to see that one. All right, let's go. So we have a healthy Graveler out here. What do they want to do? They're going to come back in here with the Ninetales. We're going to easily let this go through. It's not very effective, and we're going to be able to spam. Let's get to that. Oh, they got a bunch of energy built up. See, that's the thing about Powdered Snow on this Ninetales and Weather Ball. Man, it is going to spam, and it does hurt. It does start adding up. So we're going to get to the Rock Blast here, which is not going to KO, but do a lot of damage. They're going to be using their last shield, though, and farming us down. I should have swapped after I got off that charge move, so that was a bad move on my end. Now they're going to be able to hit us with a lot of damage here. Weather Ball almost KOing us, bringing in their own Pidgeot. We're going to swap into our Alakazam, and wow, this Fire Punch is going to do a lot, and you got to love that lag. All right, this Fire Punch is going to do it. Oh, can we counter down? And no, we can't, but that's all right. We're going to go in here with our Pidgeot, farm down. It's going to be a very close one, and we should barely be able to get off this Brave Bird onto this Ninetales. It's going to do it for the Ninetales, and we survive with about 3 or 2 HP. Looking good. Thank you, Pidgeot, pulling the win for us at the end. All right, well, how does this audio sound now? I think it sounds pretty good. What just happened was I couldn't take it anymore. I took this piece of little junk mic, and I threw it at the wall, and it sounds better now. And it took up a good 2 hours for this video. Over and over and over again. And yes, that's what happens. It gets very frustrating when you have to put the emphasis, the enthusiasm, the energy behind it, and then you go back and listen to it and it just sounds muffled and whack, and you can't put that out. You got to do it over again. So yeah, I do believe the mic is not fixed. No, not by any measure, but it's working okay for now. All right, so what we're going to do is come back in here with the Pidgeot and attempt to farm it down here. All right, beautiful. Fantastic. Gonna go for the Brave Bird onto this Wigglytuff and then retreat. Well, no, we can't retreat. They're gonna farm us down here. We're locked. I wanted to, but the clock was not quite there yet. Alakazam's our last Pokemon. We're gonna go in here and try to counter down, but they're gonna be swapping into their Venusaur before we can gain too much energy. And we're gonna throw this. I'm really hoping that the counters after this are gonna be enough. We saved our shield for the last second here, the last minute. This is perfect. Shielding this up, countering down, and hitting this Fire Punch on the Wigglytuff. We're going to be able to take the win here with Alakazam. Put it in some work. Let's go. Awesome Pokemon. Love it. Like I said, if you're going to be using this thing, you probably want to go with counter and not confusion. Just go with the Hypno. So we have a Hypno lead again, and we're just going to go ahead and stay here. That's fine. We're going to have to shield up the Thunder Punch, but we could try to catch it with our Alolan Graveler, in which it's not going to be very effective. So that's going to be pretty fun. Going to go for the Aerial Ace here, building up past the Brave Bird. Holding on to that energy, we're going to go ahead and retreat. Beautiful, we got a shield out of them. Bringing in the Graveler, unfortunately not able to catch. But we're just going to go straight for this Stone Edge here. This is going to do plenty of damage. It is resisted, And that is a non-shadow Machamp, and it still took it down to about 75% of its health. That's not bad at all. Getting to another Rock Blast. That Machamp is loaded. Watch what happens. This is... that Machamp has a lot of energy, so we're going to go ahead and just bring in Pidgeot, and we're taking it down before it can even get off a charge move. In comes the Hypno here that is loaded up, and they're going for a Thunder Punch. We're shielding up, going for an Aerial Ace. Now, the reason why I do this and not go Brave Bird is because I want to go in here with Alakazam and farm up a little bit for whatever they do have in the back, and it is going to be a Magneton, so the counters are super effective, and so is this Fire Punch, and we're going to be taking the win with our good old trusty Alakazam Shiny. Let's go, folks. Love it. Really fun to use every time I do use it. It is a very big risk, but hey, it does pull off some clutch wins. So we have a Lapras lead here. Not good for us. We're going to be swapping into our Alolan Graveler. Now, the reason why we go into this is, Alakazam's still going to be able to handle the Lapras. It's going to do a lot with the counter. They're going to be swapping into their Muck. We're going to go straight for the Rock Blast here. No shield, unfortunately, so we're going to have to just stick with the Rock Blast. There's no point in going for the Stone Edge at this point, seeing that the Volt Switches are going to be able to help finish it off. And we're almost to another one. We're going to let this go through as we're going to be able to survive. They're not going for any sort of poison moves because it's not very effective to the Rock. Getting to another Rock Blast. And they're letting it go. Beautiful. 1-to-1 shield. And they're coming in with their own Raichu. We're at the Rock Blast, but unfortunately not able to get it off. We're stuck between a Rock and a Electric Mouse. This is not good because, well, the counters are not very effective, and these are super effective to the Pidgeot. And I swap, trying to, I don't know what I was thinking, really. I was thinking maybe they're going to go for like a Grass Knot or something, but why would they do that? They just go Thunder Punch. They're going for a Wild Charge 2 times there, and they're retreating. They have 1 shield left, and I'm just like, I'm going to see if I can try to pull this off. Going for the Fire Punch onto the Lapras, getting the shield, and unfortunately I'm not able to hit the other Fire Punch, so this is going to be GG for me, and we take the loss. Good game. Moving on to our next opponent here. Did I tell you how much I don't like the Great Ball, and we have this Pidgeot in it? So we're met with a mirror match. This was very curious. They swap into their Electrode, and I'm thinking, why do they do that? Do they have like a Alolan Graveler in the back or something? But I don't know. I go into my Alakazam just not really thinking too much. And, well, the foul plays are going to be super effective, so I have to think about that. I don't want to use my other shield, so unfortunately, as much as I wanted to win that matchup with the Alakazam's counter, we're going to have to let it go and bring in our Graveler here, because obviously Pidgeot's not going to be good up against that thing. It's going to go down instantly. Alright, so we're going to let this go through. It's going to be a foul play, and I wanted to farm. Unfortunately, we hit this, and it's... I'm thinking, great, this battle is completely lost here. So they swap into the Pidgeot to catch this Rock Blast here, and I was quite surprised that they did that. We're going to go ahead and stay in here, because even if they get off a Brave... actually, I think a Brave Bird will KO us now. Yeah, Brave Bird will KO. Yeah, definitely. Aerial Ace not able to take us out, but we're surviving, and we have energy. Whoa, they're bringing back the Electro. What's in the back, guys? What in the world do they have back there? And it is a Muck. And we're just going to throw this Rock Blast. Instantly, swap into our Pidgeot. And we still have a shield left. Get to this Brave Bird, and it's a GG. I'm going to shield this up. Not going to let it go because we're not trying to flex. I don't know why I built up energy. Oh, I think I just locked myself in there. Anyway, yeah, so we get off the Brave Bird, take the win up against the Muckle. We're looking good. All right, let's go. And we do have, I believe, 2 more battles, including this. And we have an Alolan Sandslash lead. Wow, that's just absolutely horrific. So we're going to swap into our Graveler here, and they go into their Blastoise. Now I'm thinking counter Alakazam is going to put in some work up against that Steel and Ice type Sandslash. Ooh, I can't wait. You guys are going to see that, and that is going to occur. So we're going to go ahead and take them out by using a shield, and they're bringing it back, and I'm thinking, perfect. Go ahead, take me out. I don't care. Go for it. And we're just going to get off this. We could have went for a Stone Edge, but I just went for safe measures. Got the Rock Blast off. We're going to be able to farm a little bit more here with the Alakazam now. They're not going to be able to get to another charge move, and it instantly just takes it out. And they have a Hypno back there. Go for the Fire Punch after we did build up to the Shadow Ball. Let's see if they shield up, and they do, because they know that Alakazam has those Shadow Balls. And we're going to be bringing in the Pidgeot here, knowing full well that it may have a Thunder or an Ice Punch. In this case, it is an Ice Punch. And we're getting to the Brave Bird. And by the way, this is actually the last battle. I forgot that I already included the ending with the credits. So anyways, we're bringing in the Alakazam. This is getting kind of close here. What is it going to be, folks? We're shielding it up. It is a nice punch. Okay. Getting to the Shadow Ball. Alakazam taking the win. If you did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new. And I'll be catching you all in my next video. Take care, trainers.
It's out of my hand, but I'm still in control. It's out of my hand. You can never take away the power of my It's out of my hand, but I'm still in control. It's out of my hand. You can never take away the power of my soul.
Hey! So you're finally here! Fantastic!